Take two. Super excited to share Michael's story. I am super excited for him because he's come a long way. If you're someone who struggles in your love life, in your confidence, maybe you struggle with a habit, right? Going to the gym, you feel a bit self conscious. Whatever those things are, this story is going to really inspire you. Michael, here we go. Super. Uh, Michael, Chris, welcome along. Summer Jad. Good to see you. Non-binary, Love Sickle, AJ Wolf, Ref, France, Quest here. There we go. Michael, hey, how are you doing?
Hey Jared, thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you here. For those who don't know, Michael's a great part of the Darren family for a little while. This is your first proper long life together, right? Ever in your life.
Yes, sir. First live, period.
First live period. I want you guys to know this, right? The difference with our guys, I love people like you, Michael, is because I just gave this chance. Hey, let's jump on the live and say, yes, let's go. Get outside our comfort zone. We go for things. Okay, and you've come a long way. But let's start from the beginning. What were the struggles before we started on this journey? I think just over a year ago.
Yeah, uh, yeah. I just realized earlier today that we've been working almost exactly 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Time flies. Yeah. Well, before I started working with you, definitely feeling a little stuck. Um, Feeling like you know I wanted to achieve certain goals, but just wasn't happening. There was this like disconnect, right?
Mm.
I wanted to be more disciplined, wanted to go to the gym more, work on my body,
Yeah.
and wanted to, overall feel more confident in myself.
Yeah.
And, being, physically fit, I felt like would help a lot. So, and you're physically fit. So you definitely inspired me to take that leap.
Yeah. Beautiful. We're gonna touch on each subject, right? Because there's a body side of things, there's a confidence side of things. There's been other areas too, right? Boundaries, setting boundaries, confidence, relationship side of things, dating side of things, a lot of growth. Um, when you say stuck, right, a lot of people can resonate with that, feeling like, hey, I want to make change. What are the things you tried beforehand, right? Because you've tried going to the gym, tried going with people. What have you tried that didn't work in the past?
Mm. Yeah, so in the past, right, I would always, um, I had this external um, accountability, right? I would always be with a personal trainer. I would rely on them a lot, right, to like track my numbers, make sure that I actually show up in the gym,
Yeah.
and, or I would go with a friend or one of my brothers. So it was always like relying on someone
Mm.
else, right? And eventually, right, it gets a little expensive with personal trainers, and then you kind of stop going.
Mm.
But I guess my struggle was actually going by myself to the
Mm.
gym, and I don't know, it was just very, very scary going by myself,
Yeah.
um, having the personal trainer there.
Yeah.
And even though I was familiar with being in the gym,
Mm.
I I didn't really know like what I should do because I relied again on the trainer.
Mm.
They kept track of all my numbers.
Mm.
So again, I was kind of like clueless on keeping track of my actual exercises. And yeah, so heavy reliance on other people, but I
Yeah.
really wanted to get to a point where I can actually go and do it myself, you
Yeah.
know?
I gotcha. Anyone, by the way, at this point, if you can relate with having to rely on someone, you can't go by yourself, drop the fire. in the comments. I'm sure a lot of you guys can resonate with that. What were your biggest skepticism or doubts, Michael, like before starting, right? About like, hey, what is possible? Because we started, stopped so many times. What were the doubts before we actually began together on this journey?
Yeah, a lot of self-doubt. It's just not sure if like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it at all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, um, see the change that I want to see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up long term, right? So yeah, just like all these different things of like, is it really going to happen? Am I going to be able to achieve it? And yeah, it's a lot of self-doubt about the whole process.
Yeah. What made you say, despite self-doubt, because we all, at different levels of self-doubt, right? What made you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do this anyway.
Well, I think you played a big role in that. I think even from the very first, time that we met, our first session, right, you made me feel very comfortable. You made me feel heard, seen, and it felt like you really did care about my situation, even though you didn't know me. I felt like I could trust you right away and trust the process, right? So, it definitely like was a bit of a nudge, I think, and you like convinced me, like, you know what, you can do this. I believe in you, and yeah, and besides that, I also was like sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, like it's going a certain way and I don't like the way it's going.
Yeah.
And I want to reach my full potential. And I know that I can grow and, eventually reach my goals.
Yeah.
And so I think with all that in mind, that's how I started with you. Took that leap.
Yeah, and I saw right there from the beginning, like right when we first started talking, everything you shared with me. There's certain people, I just feel this energy. Like, come on, I know this is in you. We got this. And then the second time, we spent so many years being stuck in the same cycle. Yeah, but now let's go to the exciting part. You've broken free in so many different areas, right? Please do not play shy on this, Michael. I want you to own the heck out of this. Okay, we're going to start one thing at a time. What has happened with your fitness in the first place? Like, what's changed in your confidence there?
Yeah, I mean, I think the fitness has been huge change. I no longer rely on other people to actually go to the gym. I look forward to going to the gym, which is definitely a change. Keeping track of my workouts, always trying to beat my numbers, and feels good after a workout, and like you just have that high, that natural high of completing the workout, and a new feeling. Yeah. Even though
telling me, yeah, you go.
Even though like in the past, right, I've worked with a number of trainers and I never actually like felt the that after that post workout high. So
Awesome.
it's a good feeling.
Yeah. So you're telling me beforehand you haven't felt that before. You haven't been truly consistent, but now you've been consistently for about a year now. And this is post high. I see the photos you said, like there's a lot of transformation happening. What else has changed? Whether it was confidence, boundaries. Michael, welcome along. Other Michael.
Yeah. Well, the fitness has definitely contributed to the confidence, for sure. I can definitely say I'm more confident, thanks to going to the gym. Um, I'm a lot more comfortable in my skin. I like the way I look. And so if you like the way you look, you're going to just, I think naturally your confidence is going to go up. So,
Yeah.
and I think I shared with you before, but sometimes, when I'm at the gym and, I'm doing my workout, I sometimes feel like I own the gym, right? I'm like walking around, walking to my next machine, and I just feel like I own this place.
Yeah. It only to the power, right? So what I'm hearing, Michael, like beforehand, was like, hey, our space, we're not claiming it, but now you're actually stepping fully like, hey, this is my space. And I feel good. In this gym, like I feel good. I belong here. Yeah.
Yeah, which is just such a change from in the beginning, right? I was like very nervous to be in the gym by myself. I was like very nervous to be seen by others. I'm like, oh, look at all these other, people. They look, more shredded than me, more built than me, more fit. They're probably gonna think, this guy doesn't know anything, or what is he doing here? Um,
Wow.
but it's it's interesting when you go and you're consistent going, that just kind of fades away. Like you just
Yeah.
don't really think about it anymore.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We're owning that space there. That's an incredible change. Tell us about the travel side of things.
Yeah, so last year I traveled abroad for the first time ever. Very exciting. First, in the summer of last year, I went to Spain for Pride Week, and that was a lot of fun. Um, Definitely got to just be myself, be my little gay self, and wear whatever I wanted, and just have a lot of fun with the people that I met. I went by myself also. It was I was part of a tour group, but I did go by myself. So I met a lot of cool people. Um, Also, for those who don't know me, I'm like textbook introvert, right? So
By the
going
way,
by myself.
I just own this for a second with you here, Michael. The fact we're here doing this live is fucking great already. Yeah. Here's for introvert. Yeah. Keep going. You're rocking.
Yeah, so not naturally outgoing, right? But going on this trip and by myself, to a different country, going to Spain, and meeting other folks within the tour group, was definitely different, definitely out of my comfort zone. But I'm really glad that I went, had a lot of fun. And I ended up doing another tour group in the fall last year, went to Japan, and that was amazing. Amazing. I had so much fun in Japan. Such a good time. I had like the best tour guide. She was so cool. Everyone in the group was really cool. Um, and yeah, that was also a lot of fun. I think even more fun than Madrid Pride. So
That's awesome. What I'm hearing right is that growth in confidence, going to traveling abroad alone, Spain, Japan, claiming that. I remember beforehand, like the trip, like, hey, there's like nerves there, but we went there and had a blast, right? Like you're like living life. Tell us about the boundary side of things. Actually, before boundaries, this about love side of things. Because this one, this is probably the dearest thing to our gay men's house, right? Especially when we're struggling with love or not feeling good about it. Where were things at before we started, and what have we actually manifested? If that's all public now, if you can share that.
yeah, of course. Yeah, so before, I think, um, well, you know very well, and I would say most gay men know that, being physically fit or having good looks, the physical appearance, I should say, has a high social currency within the gay community, right? So if you don't have the fit, quote unquote, fit body, you um, feel a certain way within the gay community, right? And especially that was at least my experience, right?
Mm.
I didn't feel very comfortable in my own skin, and so I wasn't wanting to put myself out there in the dating scene.
Mm.
So I struggled in that arena for a little bit, but going to the gym definitely helped with that, and
Yeah.
um, getting more fit physically,
No.
feeling more fit. Um, that
Gonna challenge
definitely helped.
you here,
Yeah,
Michael. Okay? Just because a lot of guys can feel like, hey, if I just have the body, right? Because obviously this physical change is happening with you. We've
sure.
just done some other work, right? Like the deeper stuff, building the inner confidence. Um, how much has that shifted for you? Because with a physical change, the fitness, going to the gym. What about on the inside?
Yeah, um, definitely a lot more confident. Definitely a lot more confident to put myself out there, right?
Mm.
And um, the physical side definitely helps,
Mm.
but ultimately the inner confidence, right, that led me to just put myself out there and talk to different guys, and
Yeah.
it's funny how things work out because I've now since found someone I've been in a relationship with now, with this guy, a committed relationship. We've been dating for the past 4 months now.
Yeah.
His name's Josh, very great guy, super sweet. And I was telling you the other day that I think I manifested him because I wanted to be with someone who was goofy, someone who actually cared about me, could
Yeah.
see me, hear me, and sexually compatible,
Yeah.
and
Let's
and
go
it's all
there.
those things.
We can try anything. Yeah.
It's all those things and more. And he's great.
Yeah.
Um, I can actually say that I'm happy with being with
Yeah.
him and how things are going.
Yeah. And that's so beautiful, Michael. Do you feel if you didn't, because as you said in the beginning, if you didn't find that self worth, if you didn't start to work on your self love and going and showing up for yourself, um, would you have manifested this relationship, beautiful relationship today?
Yeah, probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not. Um, I think because I have grown so much,
Mm.
become more confident and just more self-assured, that I carry myself differently, and I'm just naturally, right, attracting things into my life that I didn't think I could. So it's definitely quite the change for sure.
Incredible, incredible. Lastly, another question with the boundary side of things.
Mm.
By the way, that just moved my heart. I know, and a lot of people light up by this, Michael, because we've all been there. I've definitely been there, feeling like, hey, maybe I can't attract the love I want. Maybe that's not possible for me. Maybe I'm not good enough, right? But you're a different person today, right? And this relationship is beautiful. It's beautiful. With the boundary side of things, we've set new boundaries with family, with people around us. Talk us through that about who you are today. How has that deepened your relationships with people versus before when you were too afraid to set boundaries?
Yeah. setting boundaries is a good thing. um, for for the mental health, of course, and specifically setting boundaries with my parents, right? Before I was very, I guess, reluctant or hesitant to speak up. I was, they would call in inopportune times. They would just show up, uninvited. And don't get me wrong, I love my parents to death, but
Yeah. And
sometimes they can be a little too much.
yeah. And this is the hardest part, Michael, right? Because we're parents. Those are the most formative years of our lives, 0 to 7. By the way, anyone resonating with us, drop a fire right now or later down the track. Is our parents, our relationship with our parents forms us, and a lot of our everything about us, our traumas, our belief about ourselves, all that comes from there. And to set boundaries takes so much courage because it means we're completely rewiring so many years of history and a way of relating. Now that you have actually started to say, hey, you know what, setting boundaries, how has that changed things for you in terms of your confidence and how your relationship is today?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely have a healthier relationship with my parents because I've set boundaries, and I'm very grateful to have loving parents, parents that I do have,
Yeah.
and I know that they ultimately want the best for me, and they respect the boundaries that I've put forth.
Yeah.
I've had some difficult conversations with them about how they've been in the past, the way they've acted, and it's made them realize certain things, and we have a better relationship for it. And so I don't think I'd be able to have had those conversations had it not been for my own self-growth and being like, okay, you know what, like, again, sick and tired of sick and tired.
Yeah. And this is incredible, Michael, right? Because in the beginning, I think we only started conversation mainly because like, hey, I'm sick and tired of this fitness thing, the confidence. But really, there's all this other stuff that happens from personal growth. What would you say to someone who's like, hey, maybe I just need a workout plan. I just need to hire a trainer. I just need to go on another damn diet. What would you say to them? What's been different about our journey so far versus getting a workout plan or a trainer?
Yeah, I mean, the fitness side, right, is just one aspect of it. If you're, going to the gym, you're on a certain diet, but you're not growing emotionally or, spiritually, mentally, then you're not really going to see much changes. It does have to come from within, and that's easier said than done, but it is possible, and it's definitely possible. You just gotta do the hard stuff, have those conversations with your parents, have conversations with coworkers and your friends. Maybe you have toxic friends that you think are your friends, but they're really not. And I think on some level, right, most people know what they have to do. They just have this, like, they just feel this resistance, right, because they don't want to do the work. But the work is actually calling you, right?
It's scary. It's scary. It's calling you, and it's scary.
It's definitely scary. It can be scary sometimes, but I think like we said earlier, you just got to take that leap and do the work, trust the process. You're not going to see results overnight. You got to be consistent, and you got to work at it. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is possible. The change is possible.
Incredible. What would you say to someone right now, Michael? Okay. They're thinking about reaching out for help. They want to make a change. They're listening to this right now. Okay. They go, oh man, I would love to do what Michael's saying. I'm being consistent. I want to be more consistent. I want to build a loving relationship. I want to feel more confident in myself. I'm an introvert, maybe, right? But they're struggling. They're like, hey, can I do this? They've got doubts. They're sitting on the fence. What would you say to them?
I'd say you can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Just believe in yourself. Really, you got to trust the process, and you know, nothing worth having is comes easy, right?
Yeah.
It definitely takes work, and you know, I'm certainly not perfect. I still have a lot of things that I want to work on. I have a lot of goals that I still want to, you know, crush.
Yeah.
But you gotta just stay at it, and do the work. Trust the process. It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, just the things that you're fearing, they're calling you. Just gotta work at it.
What would you say to someone? They're like, hey, maybe I can just do this for myself. You know, I just need to go to the gym. I just need to do it. I can do this for myself. What would you say to them?
I would say that it's definitely it's doable, but it's definitely challenging to do it on your own. You will face setbacks, and you're going to need, you know, a good group to keep you accountable. You're going to need good people around you to keep you accountable, and I've definitely found that with you, Jared. I've found that within the Darren Academy. You know, every week we have group calls, and it's a good group of folks on there, and it's a safe space. We can share our, you know, struggles, our wins. It's really awesome, and I'm glad to be, you know, part of that, and glad to be on your team, Jared. So thank you for, you know, having the faith in me to take me on, and I've definitely changed for the better because you've definitely helped me throughout a lot of stuff. So I wanted to just say thank you.
Hey, our pleasure, Michael. You're a big part of the Darren family, the Darren Academy. We love you. Big part here. This last thing here now is now we are going morphing into Michael 3.0. Okay, right? We're claiming this next version. Because we're getting started. We're getting fired up, right? We're not saying, hey, this is all done, everything's perfect. We're always growing. What is, if you want to claim one thing now, like moving forward for 2025, bravely claim, like, hey, this is who I'm claiming to be for 2025. We're growing into him. We're stepping. We're being him. What is that version of you now? Because we've come a long way to where you are today.
Yeah, we've definitely come a long way, and you know, it's kind of it's sometimes you forget how far you've come. So to just think about it, right? It's kind of mind blowing, but I definitely want to keep on going. I think 2025 is going to be my year.
Yeah.
It's the year of the snake. That's the year I was born.
Let's go.
It's
You like
my
Tommy?
year. Oh, is that Tommy also?
Yeah,
Year of the
Tommy is
snake.
just like you. Just like you. Yeah, Mark, Barron, welcome, guys.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
2025, claiming Michael 3.0.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm on the upward trajectory, so gonna keep on growing. Gonna keep on growing in my own confidence, becoming more self-assured. And there's still a lot I want to do. I want to achieve that dream body. I want to have that extra income stream.
Let's go.
Work on my music. Lots in the pipeline.
Exciting. Hey, Michael, thank you for sharing your journey. For those of you guys for watching, listening, if you are someone, right, you have struggled with keeping those habits in place, maybe you struggle in your love life, right? Maybe you struggle with confidence. Maybe you're an introvert, like Michael and I. Believe it or not, I'm naturally an introvert too. Let us inspire you. Let us inspire you. And I just can't wait. I already know, Michael, we're going to have another conversation in 6, 8, 9 months' time. You're going to be at a different place, an even better place than today. You've already proven so much. And I know this can inspire people. Thank you guys for watching. Michael will jump on in on the Zoom here. And let's rock and roll. Let's crush February 2025.
Let's do it, Jared. Thank you very much for having me.
Hey, my pleasure.